Hello everyone, welcome back to Wisdom Living 101 where wisdom meets life. This video is the collection of all 8 episodes of the 7 practical ways to learn and gain access to wisdom of life. You will be able to review all 8 episodes in one combined video, anytime you wish to refresh your memory. Once you have practiced and mastered the 7 practical ways to learn and gain access to wisdom of life, you'll become a true master of your own life, with accomplishments beyond expectations. Let's continue watching, or save and download this video.
Welcome back to Wisdom Living 101. In this video, you will be able to pick up some tips and insights on how to learn and gain access to wisdom, and what happens when we live unconsciously without it. There are so many benefits to live with wisdom that we can't mention them all. Here are the top 10 benefits we believe one wish to know. 1. Spiritual growth and enlightenment. 2. Greater self-awareness. 3. Inner peace and contentment. 4. Enhanced intuition and decision-making. 5. Higher creativity and productivity. 6. Sense of purpose and meaning. 7. Clarity and focus. 8. Emotional resilience. 9. Improved relationships. 10. Health and well-being. How do we reap these benefits? Let's talk about the 7 best ways to gain access to wisdom of life. 1. Cultivate a daily spiritual practice. 2. Practice mindfulness and meditation. 3. Reflect and learn from life challenges and experiences. 4. Seek out mentors and teachers. 5. Practice gratitude and compassion. 6. Spend time in nature to elevate and broaden horizons. 7. Read and study wisdom media and literature. Consequences for living unconsciously without wisdom. Living unconsciously without wisdom can lead to negative consequences in our lives, such as spiritual disconnection, lack of purpose and direction, lack of fulfillment and happiness, poor decision-making, attracting bad luck and misfortune, negative attitude and impulsiveness, stress and anxiety, unhealthy habits and addictions, strained relationships, chronic health problems. Here is a takeaway exercise for you to broaden your horizons, to tap into the sources of wisdom for life. This exercise can help us getting closer to the gate of unlimited source of great wisdom. Let's Google for inspiration point near me. You may just find a location called inspiration point near you, or a vintage point not far away. When you get there, to stand on the high ground to look around, up and down, your scope of view will be broadened to cover up to 720 degrees. You will soon realize that, though your feet stand on the surface of planet Earth, you are actually surrounded by the universe, infinitely vast and multidimensional, beyond your senses. You will feel the greatness of nature and universe, and you'll feel lucky to be a human being, to live in a physical body, with a non-physical soul, in both worlds and dimensions. You will realize that we are equipped with a free will, based on which we create love, happiness, health, wealth and miracles. On the other hand, if live unconsciously, we could fall into the trap of negativity, to abuse the free will, which could lead us down into the black hole of greed, fear, hatred and sufferings. It is a matter of choices at every moment of our time. We can always make better or worse decisions, either to brighten or to darken the world around us. It is critical for us to stay conscious and stay present. Ancient wisdoms tell us one of the best ways to access wisdom is to elevate and broaden our horizons. This simple exercise at an inspiration points may just do that. Let's start from here and make it a new habit. Remember, living with wisdom can bring many benefits and help us leading a fulfilling life. Our destiny is on our own hands, yet to be made. Coming up in the next video, we will talk about Unlock Your Wisdom, how to cultivate a daily spiritual practice. We'll explore the transformative power of a daily spiritual practice and how it can help unlocking our inner wisdom. Whether you're a beginner or seasoned practitioner, the video will offer valuable insights and inspiration for anyone looking to deepen their spiritual connection and to access the wisdom within. With a step-by-step guide, we will show you how to create a daily routine of spiritual practice that works for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for upcoming inspirations and practices.
Welcome back to Wisdom Living 101. In this video, we will learn how to cultivate a daily spiritual practice to unlock and unleash our wisdom. Let's start with a quote from Dr. Deepak Chopra. The highest levels of performance come to people who are centered, intuitive, creative, and reflective, people who know to see a problem as an opportunity. Here is a story of Bob, who entered in a midlife crisis. He was very stressed out, unhappy and questioning everything in life. Bob felt like he was always rushing from one thing to the next, never had time to care for himself. He felt pressured and anxious every day. He felt he was getting mental health issues, and started to turn to alcohol for relief. One day, Bob ran into the quote by Dr. Deepak Chopra that we mentioned earlier. He was impressed by these words, people who know to see a problem as an opportunity. Dr. Chopra's words reminded him of an old saying, there is opportunity in every crisis. Bob decided to do something new for a change, to turn his crisis into an opportunity for self-improvement. He picked meditation to start for stress relief. At first, Bob found it difficult to sit still and quiet his mind. But he persisted, and slowly but surely, he began to notice a change in his state of mind. He felt calmer, more mindful, more centered, more connected to his heart, his inner self. As he continued to practice meditation, he found that an inner peace along with wisdom emerged out of nowhere to help him managing his daily life. He was able to approach challenges with a greater sense of ease and clarity, and he felt more grounded in his daily interactions with others. Over time, Bob's spiritual practice became an essential part of his daily routine. He would wake up early in the morning to meditate before heading out to work. He also started attending meditation and yoga classes and workshops, where he met other like-minded individuals who shared his desire for personal wellness and growth. Through his daily spiritual practice, Bob discovered a greater sense of purpose and meaning in his life. He learned to cultivate a deeper connection to his inner self, his heart and soul, and the world around him. He found a greater sense of inner peace and contentment, because he no longer felt the amount of daily stress. In the end, Bob realized that cultivating a daily spiritual practice was not just about a way for his stress relief. It was a way of spiritual growth that brought him wisdom, wellness, personal growth, happiness, and fulfillment. In today's busy and fast-paced world, it can be easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of everyday life. It's very important to take some time each day to connect with our inner selves and cultivate a sense of spiritual well-being. Here are some practical steps you can take to cultivate a daily spiritual practice. Step 1. Make time for spiritual practice. The first step to cultivating a daily spiritual practice is to make time for it in your daily routine. Whether it's 5 minutes, 30 minutes, or an hour. Setting aside a dedicated time for spiritual practice can help you to be consistent in your efforts. 2. Find your spiritual practice. Choose a practice that resonates with you. There are many different spiritual practices to choose from. Meditation, prayer, yoga, journaling, and more. Choose a practice that resonates with you and that you will enjoy. 3. Create a sacred space. Establish a spiritual environment in your home. Creating a sacred space in your home can help you to feel more connected to your spiritual practice. This can be as simple as lighting a relaxing candle, playing calming music, or setting up a small altar with meaningful objects. 4. Practice self-reflection. Spiritual practice is not just about doing, it's also about being. Form a habit to reflect on your thoughts, feelings, and experiences. This can help you to gain insights into yourself and your spiritual journey. 5. Find and join a spiritual community. Finding a community of like-minded individuals can be a great way to support your spiritual practice. This can be in the form of a local spiritual group, online forums, or a trusted mentor or teacher. In conclusion, to cultivating a daily spiritual practice can help you being more connected to your inner self, your heart and soul, therefore unlock and unleash the wisdoms within yourself. Ask yourself this question: what am I doing to cultivate a daily spiritual practice, to unlock and unleash my wisdom?
Motivation is what gets you started. Habit is what keeps you going. Jim Ryan. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Wisdom Living 101. In this segment of the 7 Practical Ways to Learn and Gain Access to Wisdom of Life, we will share with you a guide to cultivate the practice of mindfulness and meditation, to bring more peace, clarity, and wisdom into your life. First, what is mindfulness? Mindfulness is a mental state of non-judgmental awareness of the present moment. As we intentionally paying attention to our present moment experiences, including our thoughts, feelings, and sensations that arise in the moment. We observe them with alertness, curiosity, openness, and acceptance, without getting caught up in judgments, worries, or distractions. The key word here is observing what's happening at the present moment without engagement. What is meditation? Meditation, on the other hand, is to use a technique that involves focusing on a particular object or subject, such as our breathing, or our body, a sound, a visualization, and so on. It also involves in observing our thoughts and feelings without engaging with them. There are many types of meditation practices, including breathing, body scan, walking, visualization, mantra or chanting, and laughing meditation, etc. Differences between mindfulness and meditation? While mindfulness and meditation are related practices, they have different focuses and techniques. Mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment and one's experiences, while meditation involves focusing on a particular object or subject, and observing one's thoughts and feelings, both without engagement. Both practices can help cultivate greater awareness, acceptance, and wisdom in our lives, and can be integrated into our daily routines for optimal benefits. Top 10 benefits of practicing mindfulness and meditation. Both mindfulness and meditation have their roots in Buddhist tradition, but it has become widely popular and studied in Western psychology and healthcare. Research has shown that these practices can bring many physical, psychological, and social benefits. Here are the top 10 benefits. Reduced stress and anxiety. Improved focus and concentration. Greater emotional regulation and resilience. Increased self-awareness and insight. Enhanced compassion and empathy. Better sleep and rest. Improved physical health and well-being. Increased creativity and productivity. Improved relationships and communication. Increased spiritual growth and fulfillment. How to practice mindfulness and meditation. For mindfulness practice, you can start by simply paying attention to your breath, body, or surroundings with alertness, without judgment or distraction. By paying attention to what's happening outside and inside of you at the present moment, you will observe your feelings with awareness and acceptance, without getting caught up in judgments, worries, or distractions. You can practice this for a few minutes at a time, gradually increase the duration, frequency, and expand the scope. To practice meditation, one can start by finding a quiet and comfortable place to sit or lie down, and focusing on a chosen object or subject of meditation, such as breathing, sound, visualization, music or mantra, etc. Closing of eyes is actually optional. Whenever thoughts or feelings arise, one can simply acknowledge them without judgment or engagement, and gently return to the object of meditation. Over time, one can develop greater concentration, clarity, and serenity through regular practice. In conclusion, practicing mindfulness and meditation can bring many benefits to our lives, which will open our mind to the unlimited sources of inner wisdom. To reap these benefits, one must form a good habit for routine practices. Here are a few tips for forming a good habit of practicing mindfulness and meditation. 1. Start small. Begin with just a few minutes of practice each day and gradually increase the duration and frequency over time. 2. Set a regular schedule. Choose a consistent time and place to practice, and stick to it as much as possible. 3. Make it enjoyable. Find ways to make your practice enjoyable and rewarding, such as listening to relaxing music, using scented candle, or essential oil, or aromatherapy lamp. 4. Practice with others. Join a meditation group or find a meditation partner to share your practice with. 5. Be patient and persistent. Like any habit, it takes time and effort to form a regular practice. Don't get discouraged if you miss a day or struggle with distractions, just keep coming back to your practice. By following these tips, we can cultivate a regular habit of mindfulness and meditation, and enjoy the many benefits they offer for as long as we live. Welcome back to Wisdom Living 101. In this fourth episode of the 7 Practical Ways to Learn and Gain Access to Wisdom of Life, we will share with you tips and insights on how to reflect and learn from life challenges and experiences. Let's start with a quote from Eckhart Tolle. Life will give you whatever experience is most helpful for the evolution of your consciousness. How do you know this is the experience you need? Because this is the experience you are having at the moment. Eckhart simply suggested that every experience we have in life, including challenges and hardships, can help us grow and evolve as individuals. Rather than viewing challenges as obstacles, we can choose to see them as opportunities for learning and personal development. By embracing life experiences with an open mind, we can gain new insights and wisdom that can help us on our journey. When we approach challenges with willingness to learn, we can emerge stronger and more resilient. This can help us to face future challenges with greater confidence and effectiveness. Here are a few points to illustrate its importance. For personal growth, life challenges and experiences provide opportunities for personal growth and self-improvement. When you take the time to reflect on what happened, you can identify what you did well and what you could have done differently. This can help you develop new skills, strengths, and insights that you can use in the future. For emotional resilience, reflecting on challenging experiences can help you develop emotional resilience, which is the ability to bounce back from adversity. By learning from difficult experiences, you can develop coping skills and strategies that can help you navigate future challenges more effectively. For improved decision-making, when you reflect on past experiences, you can learn from your mistakes and make better decisions in the future. You can use what you learn to avoid repeating the same mistakes and make more informed choices based on your past experiences. For better relationships, reflecting on past experiences can also help you build better relationships with others. By understanding your own behavior and reactions, you can develop empathy and understanding for others. This can help you communicate more effectively, resolve conflicts, and build stronger connections with others, and to benefit from the power of relationships. In short, reflecting on and learning from life challenges and experiences is essential for personal growth, emotional resilience, improved decision-making, and better relationships. By taking the time to reflect and learn, you can become more self-aware, develop new skills and insights, and navigate future challenges more effectively. How to learn and grow through life's challenges and experiences. Here are some of the most effective ways that are commonly practiced. First, it's important to acknowledge and accept the challenge or experience as it is. This means recognizing the reality of the situation, including any emotions or feelings that come with it. It's okay to feel overwhelmed or frustrated, but it's important to avoid dwelling on negative emotions or getting stuck in a negative mindset. Second, identify the lesson. Every challenge presents an opportunity to learn something new. Take time to reflect on the experience and try to identify the lesson or lessons you can learn from it. This may involve asking yourself questions like, what did I learn from this experience? What would I do differently? How can I apply what I learned in the future? Third, seek different perspectives. It can be helpful to talk to others who have faced similar challenges or seek advice from a mentor or trusted friend. They may be able to offer different perspectives that can help you gain a new understanding of the situation. Fourth, practice self-care. Facing challenges and hardships can be emotionally and physically exhausting. Make sure to take care of yourself by getting enough rest, eating well, and engaging in activities, such as meditation, yoga, or other physical exercises that make you feel centered, happy and fulfilled. Fifth, stay positive. Remember that challenges are a natural part of life, and everyone faces them at some point. Instead of dwelling on the negative aspects, focus on the positive lessons you can learn and how you can grow from the experience. By reflecting on your experiences and learning from them, you can become more resilient, develop a deeper understanding of yourself, and become better equipped to face future challenges. Confucius once said, "The gem cannot be polished without friction, nor man perfected without trials." The process of polishing a gem involves rubbing it against other surfaces to remove any imperfections, enhance its clarity, and reveal its true beauty. Similarly, when people face difficult situations, they can learn important lessons, develop resilience, and improve their skills and abilities. These trials and challenges are necessary for personal growth and self-improvement. It is through these experiences that we can become better versions of ourselves and reach our full potential, just as a gemstone becomes more valuable and beautiful as it is polished. Just as a gemstone needs to be rubbed and polished to reveal its beauty. People need to go through challenges and hardships to reach their full potential.
Albert Einstein once said, "Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results." As a man of wisdom, Einstein suggested that if we continue to repeat the same mistakes and expect different outcomes, we are not only foolish but insane. It encourages us to learn from our past experiences and avoid making the same mistakes repeatedly. If we don't learn and grow, we may find ourselves feeling stuck or overwhelmed in future situations. This can lead to a sense of helplessness or hopelessness, which can lead to further negative experiences, which are called bad lucks. However, it's never too late to start learning and growing. Let's do an exercise here to conclude this episode. First, listen to the following ancient story that Eckhart Tolle enjoys talking about. After the story, let's write down our thoughts, the lessons we might have learned. Here is the ancient story. Once upon a time, there was a farmer who cherished his horse dearly. One day, the horse disappeared into the woods. The farmer's neighbors came to console him, saying, "What bad luck." The farmer simply replied, "Good luck, bad luck, who knows?" A few days later, the farmer's lost horse returned with a herd of wild horses, and the neighbors were thrilled. They exclaimed, "What a stroke of good luck." The farmer simply said, "Who knows?" The next week, the farmer's son attempted to break in one of the wild horses, but was thrown off and got injured. The neighbors rushed to comfort the farmer, saying, "What terrible luck." But the farmer remained calm and replied, "Good luck, bad luck, who knows?" Several days later, a war broke out, and soldiers came to draft young men from the village. However, they didn't take the farmer's son because he had a broken leg. The neighbors cheered and congratulated the farmer, saying, "You are so lucky." But again, the farmer simply replied, "Who knows?" And so, the farmer continued to face life's ups and downs with the same answer. Good luck, bad luck, who knows? You are welcome to post your thoughts in the comment area under this video. Your inputs and sharing are appreciated.
Welcome back to Wisdom Living 101, where wisdom meets life. In this 5th episode of the 7 Practical Ways to Learn and Gain Access to Wisdom of Life, We'll explore a story of Elon Musk and how he was mentored into his first success, as well as how we can find the right mentor for ourselves. Let's start with a quote. "Tell me and I forget, teach me and I may remember, involve me and I learn." Benjamin Franklin. Elon Musk is one of the most successful entrepreneurs of our time, known for his innovative ideas, groundbreaking companies, and unprecedented achievements. However, his path to success was not an easy one. Elon has spoken about the impact of several mentors in his life. One notable example is the influence of his former physics professor at the University of Pennsylvania, Dr. Robert D. Burke. As a freshman, Musk was struggling in Burke's physics class and considered dropping out. However, Burke took an interest in Musk and recognized his potential. He encouraged Musk to persevere and even offered to personally tutor him. Burke's guidance and support helped Musk to turn his grades around and gain confidence in his abilities. Dr. Burke helped Elon Musk not only to lay a solid foundation in his study of physics, but also to gain new abilities of learning fast and effectively. When Elon Musk started his first business venture called Zip2, which he co-founded with his brother, Kimball, in 1995 when he was just 24 years old. The company struggled at first, but with the help of another mentor named Greg Curry, they were able to turn it around. Greg Curry was a successful entrepreneur who had sold his own company for millions of dollars. He saw potential in Elon Musk and his brother's company and decided to mentor and join them. Greg provided them with invaluable advice and guidance on how to run their business, which ultimately led to the company's growth and success. Elon Musk has credited Greg Curry as a key mentor in his life and a major factor in his first success. Zip2 was sold to Compaq Computer Corp in 1999 for almost $300 million. Elon Musk reportedly received around $22 million from the sale, which he used to start his next venture, X.com, which later became PayPal. Elon Musk's example shows us having a mentor can provide groundbreaking benefits, including learning from their experience and expertise, gaining insights and perspectives you may not have considered, receiving feedback and guidance on your ideas and goals, building valuable connections and networking opportunities, enhancing your skills and knowledge, developing greater confidence and self-awareness. But how do we identify and gain the right mentor? Here are a few tips. 1. Define your goals and values. Before seeking out a mentor, take some time to reflect on what you want to achieve and what matters to you. This will help you narrow down your search and find a mentor who aligns with your vision and values. 2. Look for expertise and experience. A good mentor should have relevant knowledge and skills in the areas you want to grow in. They should have a track record of success and be able to offer practical advice and feedback. 3. Seek compatibility in chemistry. While expertise is important, so is the personal connection you have with your mentor. Look for someone who you feel comfortable and inspired around, who shares your communication style, and who can challenge and motivate you in a positive way. 4. Reach out and ask. Once you have identified potential mentors, don't hesitate to reach out and express your interest in working with them. Be clear about your goals and expectations, and ask them how they can support you. Remember that mentors are busy people, so be respectful and grateful for their time and wisdom. 5. Foster the relationship. Once you have established a mentor-mentee relationship, it's important to nurture it and make the most of it. 6. Keep the communication open and frequent, show appreciation and respect, and follow through on the commitments you make. Remember that a mentorship is a two-way street, and that you also have something to offer and share with your mentor. 7. Attend networking events and conferences in your field. This can help you meet people who have experience and knowledge in your area of interest. It's important for you to know the skills and knowledge you need, as well as how your mentor can help you connecting the missing link. Working with the right mentors can be incredibly powerful to help you achieving your goals and unlocking your full potential. Remember Benjamin Franklin, "Tell me and I forget, teach me and I may remember, involve me and I learn."
Welcome back to Wisdom Living 101, where wisdom meets life. In this 6th episode of the 7 Practical Ways to Learn and Gain Access to Wisdom of Life, which is to practice gratitude and compassion, we will explore many benefits of this practice. Let's start with a quote from the renowned spiritual leader Dalai Lama. "Every day, think as you wake up. Today I am fortunate to be alive, I have a precious human life, I am not going to waste it. I am going to use all my energies to develop myself, to expand my heart out to others, to achieve enlightenment for the benefit of all beings. I am going to have kind thoughts towards others, I am not going to get angry or think badly about others. I am going to benefit others as much as I can." This quote illustrates how Dalai Lama lives his life with gratitude and compassion. Gratitude involves acknowledging and appreciating the good things in our lives, while compassion involves showing kindness and empathy towards others. Studies have shown that practicing gratitude and compassion can lead to increased happiness, decreased stress and anxiety, and improved relationships with others. These practices can also improve our physical health by reducing inflammation and boosting the immune system. For example, expressing gratitude towards a loved one can strengthen relationships and increase feelings of closeness. Similarly, showing compassion towards someone in need can not only benefit the recipient but can also give the giver a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Many universities and institutes have conducted long-term research programs on this subject. Their results all pointed to the same conclusion that people who practice gratitude and compassion on a regular basis are happier, healthier, and more successful in their personal and professional lives. Practicing gratitude involves acknowledging and appreciating the good things in our lives, both big and small. It can help us focus on the positive aspects of our experiences and cultivate a sense of abundance and contentment. One simple way to practice gratitude is to keep a gratitude journal and write down a few things you are thankful for. Another way is to reflect on things you are thankful for, and share your feeling with others. Compassion, on the other hand, involves feeling and expressing empathy and kindness towards others. When we practice compassion, we can improve our relationships, increase our resilience, and enhance our overall sense of well-being. Acts of kindness, such as volunteering or simply helping a neighbor or just someone in need, are great ways to practice compassion. Like the proverb, "You reap what you sow." The more we practice gratitude and compassion, the more we'll see these benefits grow and flourish in our life and in the lives of those around us. It is like sowing seeds in a garden. When you're sowing seeds of kindness, generosity, and empathy, these seeds can sprout and grow into a garden of positive relationships, increased resilience, and greater happiness, both for yourself and for those around you. The more you practice, the more you'll see the benefits in your personal and professional life, as well as in society at large. This is an essential part of wisdom in life. Dalai Lama was once asked what surprised him most about humanity. He replied, "Man? Because he sacrifices his health in order to make money. Then he sacrifices money to recuperate his health. And then he is so anxious about the future that he does not enjoy the present. The result being that he does not live in the present or the future. He lives as if he is never going to die, and then dies having never really lived." Dalai Lama has a deep insight and sympathy for the human suffering, and he expresses his compassion and desire to help people living a more fulfilling life. His wisdom is to focus on the present moment, to balance self-care, and to inspire others to prioritize their well-being and find joy in the present moment. Dalai Lama also reminds us, love and compassion are necessities, not luxuries. Without them, humanity cannot survive. He bluntly warns us love and compassion are not just nice-to-haves or luxuries, but rather they are essential for our survival and well-being as a species. When we practice love and compassion, we create a sense of connection and empathy with others. We recognize that we are all interconnected, and that our actions have an impact on those around us. Love and compassion allow us to be more understanding, patient, and forgiving towards others, which can help to foster stronger relationships and a more harmonious society. Without gratitude and compassion, on the other hand, we risk becoming disconnected, selfish, and unkind. This can lead to feelings of loneliness, isolation, and despair. In a society where love, gratitude, and compassion are lacking, conflict, inequality, injustice, turmoil, and mental illness arise. It doesn't matter where you live, where you go, Mars included. Let's take a moment to reflect on the advice of the Dalai Lama. Can we start our days with a smile on our face? With gratitude and compassion in our heart? Let's cultivate love and compassion, which are necessities, not luxuries. Without them, humanity cannot survive.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Wisdom Living 101, where wisdom meets life. In this 7th episode of 7 Practical Ways to Learn and Gain Access to Wisdom of Life, we'll explore how spending time in nature can elevate and broaden your horizons, and gain wisdom of life. The clearest way into the universe is through a forest wilderness. John Muir. You may already know that spending time in nature can reduce stress, improve mood, increase creativity, and benefit both your mental and physical health. That's right. Research has shown that even a short walk in nature can have a positive impact on your well-being. There are many different ways to experience nature, from hiking and camping to simply spending time outdoors in a park or natural setting. No matter how you choose to do it, immersing yourself in nature can provide a sense of peace and clarity that's hard to find in our busy, modern society. But it's not just about the physical benefits. Spending time in nature can also broaden your horizons and help you gain new perspectives on life. By slowing down and immersing yourself in the natural world, you can connect with something larger than yourself and gain a deeper understanding of the world and universe around you. There are plenty of experts who can attest to the transformative power of nature for personal growth and development. To illustrate this point, let's share a personal story about one of the most iconic thinkers of the 20th century, Albert Einstein. It's well known that Einstein was an avid outdoorsman, and he often credited his time spent in nature with helping him to develop his groundbreaking theories of relativity. Einstein once said, "Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better." And it's clear that he took his own advice to heart. He would often retreat to a secluded cabin in the woods, where he could think and work without distractions. Legend has it that Einstein came up with the theory of relativity while on a walk in the woods. As he gazed up at the stars, he imagined what it would be like to ride on a beam of light in the space. This thought experiment led him to the groundbreaking insight that time and space are not fixed, but are instead relative to the observer. But it wasn't just the solitude and beauty of nature that inspired Einstein. He was also fascinated by the natural world itself. He was particularly interested in the laws of physics that governed the behavior of matter and energy, and he saw parallels between these laws and the workings of the universe as a whole. In short, Einstein's time spent in nature was not just a pleasant diversion from his work, it was an essential part of his creative process. And as we seek to broaden our own horizons and gain access to the wisdom of life, we can take a lesson from Einstein's example and seek out the beauty and inspiration of the natural world around us. Whenever you feel stuck or in need of a new perspective, why not spend some time in nature? Whether it's a short walk in the park or a week-long backpacking trip, immersing yourself in the natural world can help you gain inspiration and wisdom. As John Muir once said, "The world is a beautiful place, full of wonder and mystery." In every walk with nature, one receives far more than he seeks. John Muir, the founder of the Sierra Club, one of the most influential environmental protection organizations in the United States. He was a Scottish immigrant who came to the United States in the 1860s. He was struck by the beauty and grandeur of the Sierra Nevada, as well as the unique ecosystems found there. He was particularly drawn to the giant sequoia trees, which he called the noblest of God's trees. Muir was deeply inspired by the wisdoms he found in nature, and began writing about his experiences and observations in the wilderness. He eventually became a noted naturalist and writer. However, he was concerned about the destruction of the natural areas he loved, which was being caused by logging and mining. He began to advocate for the preservation of these areas, and his activism and writings helped to galvanize public support for conservation. His efforts paid off with the establishment of the world-famous Yosemite National Park in 1890, and Sequoia National Park in 1893. He wrote numerous books and articles on nature, including The Mountains of California, Our National Parks, and My First Summer in the Sierra, which helped to inspire generations of Americans to appreciate and protect the natural world. Muir's writing and research contributed to our understanding of the natural world, and his advocacy helped to shape environmental policy in the United States. Muir's legacy inspires us not only to appreciate and protect the nature, but also to spend time in nature to elevate and broaden our horizons, and to tap into the wisdoms of the natural world. Let's follow the example of Albert Einstein and John Muir, and spend some time in nature on a regular basis. Whether it's a walk in the park, a camping trip, or simply taking a moment to appreciate the beauty of the nature around us. By doing so, we can broaden our horizons, gain new perspectives on life, and even tap into the wisdom of the universe. Remember the words of John Muir: "The world is a beautiful place, full of wonder and mystery." In every walk with nature, one receives far more than he seeks. John Muir.
Hello everyone. Welcome back to Wisdom Living 101, where wisdom meets life. In this 8th episode of 7 Practical Ways to Learn and Gain Access to Wisdom of Life, we'll explore how read and study wisdom media and literature can help you gain access to wisdom. Here is a quote from the Roman philosopher Cicero: "Reading is to the mind what exercise is to the body." For most of the successful people, reading is not just a leisurely activity, but an essential component of personal growth and development. The more they read, the more they exercise their minds and expand their horizons and wisdom. Take Warren Buffett and Oprah Winfrey, for example. These highly successful individuals attribute their accomplishments, in part, to their love of reading. Warren Buffett credits his voracious reading habit as a key factor in his success. In fact, he estimates that he spends 80% of his day reading. And it's not just business and finance books that he reads. He devours everything from biographies to history, and to science, etc. He even tells people around him, read 500 pages every day. That's how knowledge works. It builds up, like compound interest. He believes that reading gives him a competitive edge by helping him to understand everything he needs to make wiser decisions. And like compound interest, the knowledge he gains from reading builds up over time, allowing him to make informed and profitable investments decisions in a wide range of areas. But we don't have to be an investor or a business owner to benefit from reading and studying wisdom literature. Whether you're seeking personal growth, spiritual enlightenment, or just a good story, there's a wealth of knowledge and insight to be gained from books and wisdom media. Take Oprah Winfrey, for another example. She has said that books have been her greatest passion and the key to her success. She credits books with giving her the courage to pursue her dreams, and with helping her to connect with others and learn from their experiences. She has been a big supporter of Eckhart Tolle's book, The Power of Now. She even held a series of webinars with Eckhart to discuss the book and its teachings. One of her comments was, "Reading The Power of Now was a life-changing experience for me. Eckhart's words resonate with me deeply. He has helped me to learn how to quiet my mind, be more present in the moment, and live a more fulfilling life. His teachings have helped me to become a better listener, a more thoughtful person, and a more loving human being. Oprah also said that reading books like The Color Purple by Alice Walker and The Seed of the Soul by Gary Zukav helped her to develop a greater sense of empathy and compassion, which has been a driving force behind her philanthropic work and success. Obviously, reading and studying wisdom media and literature can be a powerful way to gain insight into the human experience and the reality of world around us. Whether it's through classic works of philosophy, religious texts, or contemporary self-help books, there's a wealth of knowledge and wisdom to be found in the written works. One of the great things about reading and studying wisdom media and literature is that it can be a very personal and introspective experience. By taking the time to reflect on what we read and applying the knowledge and wisdom to our own lives, we can navigate life's challenges much more effectively. Of course, reading and studying doesn't have to be a solitary activity. Sharing and discussing what we read with others, in a reading or study group, can be a great way to gain new insights and perspectives and deepen our understanding of the material. So where can to find wisdom media and literature? There are a variety of sources, such as libraries, online stores of audio and paper books, or e-books, Amazon.com, or even in YouTube. If you wonder what book to start with, here are for example some of the most read classic books in the world, that have stood the test of time. The Bible, which is filled with Gospels featuring stories, teachings and scriptures that have been passed down for generations, which are replete with wisdom. Tao Te Ching, by Lao Tzu, that offers insights into the secret of universe and lasting happiness. The wisdom he teaches is to align ourselves with life and nature, instead of fighting against them. Meditations, a collection of writings by the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius that offer practical advice for living a life of wisdom and excellence. The Republic, by Plato, that explores the nature of justice, government, and good life. Plato aimed to educate future leaders to use reason and wisdom in ruling, to build an ideal society and government that were supposed to be free of injustice and conflict. The Analects, a collection of Confucius's conversations and teachings that emphasize the importance of wisdom, benevolence, righteousness, propriety, and faithfulness. The Bhagavad Gita, Song of the Lord, a Hindu scripture that presents the principles of Hindu philosophy, the concept of dharma, and of spiritual wisdom. The Dhammapada, a collection of teachings of the Buddha that covers a wide range of topics related to the philosophy and practice, including the Four Noble Truths, the Eightfold Path, karma, and mindfulness. Reading and studying wisdom media and literature can be a deeply transformative experience, whether you're seeking personal growth, professional success, or spiritual fulfillment. Remember what the Roman philosopher Cicero said: "Reading is to the mind what exercise is to the body." Can anyone imagine what would happen to our body if we don't exercise it at all? So, why don't we make sure that we exercise our mind on a regular basis, with reading and studying wisdom literature and media? You might be very surprised to see along the way how much it can change and enrich your life, and the life of the people around you.